welcome. Good day, everyone. Today we have quite a change in weather here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. As I've mentioned before, the northernmost city in North America. We have quite a big snowstorm after amazing, beautiful, sunny weather. But what brings us here today and what brings you here at this video is looking forward to the fifth principle of leadership. Fifth principle of leadership. One of the very important ones. Of course, all of them are important, but this one is super duper important. So today we're going to talk about what? We're going to talk about accountability. You've seen this word all over, and accountability means different things to different people. Here's the definition that I've done a lot of research, and that's what it boils down to. When somebody says, I'm looking for somebody who's accountable, I'm looking for someone who can actually be an accountable person. What does that mean? That means simple this. It means you do what you say. If you said you're going to do something, you actually do it. That's the definition of accountability. So if you're someone who actually follows up with your word, you are an accountable person instinctively already. However, if that's not the case, then I hope today's video will give you benefit, will provide you some amazing content, and be a source of inspiration and change in your life. So we talked already about what the definition of accountability is. It's simply someone who abides by their word, who does what they say. Now, the next question is, what happens to the people who are not accountable? For instance, if I have someone and that person is not accountable, that person is not dependable, what happens with that person is, I can't trust that person. If I've given a task to them and they're supposed to complete that task, if you've given a task to a friend, family member, or a coworker or a business partner, and they might not do it, it creates lack of trust. You won't be able to trust that person because they don't do what they say. You can't depend on that person, and it makes you anxious. It makes you anxious because why? The reason the anxiety builds up is because you're always uncertain if they will make that thing happen or not. So this is what happens with the people who are not accountable. They suffer from all these symptoms. However, now if you move to people who are accountable, that is you, I'm pretty sure, I'm going to tell you a little story about somebody who is accountable and how I've seen their life become better every day just because of this one quality. So this person was a co-worker of mine a few years ago in 2013, 2014. I used to work with him, and this person had no amazing qualities. He's a very normal, simple person. This person has no charisma, very normal personality, not very outgoing, not very social. But this person in just a year's time became a senior manager from a normal employee. Why did that happen? I used to observe this person because there's one quality in him I was always inspired by, which was if something came out of his mouth and he gave his word, it always ended up happening. If he said, hey, you gave me this task, you've given me this project, I'm supposed to complete 20% of it by this weekend. When I come in Monday morning, that work was done no matter what. And so that it happened with time. And you're going to recognize it in your life when you start practicing keeping up to what you say. With time, people will not be concerned if you're going to be able to get done what you said you're going to get done, because instinctively it's in their mind that what this person says is exactly what they do. And that's a big problem in the society these days. People are flaky, people don't do what they say, and talking is very easy, doing is hard, and that's where the difference lies. So I've seen him very closely grow up from just a normal employee, level 1, to become a senior manager in just a year's time, only because of practicing this quality that everybody around him felt comfortable giving him work, and they felt this person could be held responsible and they will always produce. So if that's you, I can assure you you're going to go up very fast, whether it's your business, it's going to expand fast, whether it's your relationship with your family, that's going to foster, and if you're in a work environment, you're going to go up the corporate ladder very quickly. And lastly, so now your concern is, how is this all blending in with leadership? How does accountability come with leadership? Now, if you're a leader, if you're trying to become a leader or you're already one, if you engage this quality in your personality of becoming accountable, benefit, benefit, benefit. Ta-ta-da. What is the benefit? Everybody who's working with you, they know that any task that has given to you by them or anybody else, you're going to make it happen. And you're going to do whatever it takes to produce what needs to be produced. Whether it means you have to stay up late at night at 1 a.m. I was telling you about that coworker of mine. Sometimes he would stay at work till 1 a.m. Sometimes he'll be working over the weekend. Why? The reason, I asked him explicitly, and he said the reason because I don't want to disappoint anyone. I want to abide by my work. I want to deliver what I said I will deliver. And so now you're a leader now, and you're inspiring people. Now this will also create a culture. You don't have to worry about your team members doing the work that they said they're going to do, because you're representing it yourself as a role model that you keep your word and they will do exactly the same thing. So that's a leadership principle number 5. Very important. If you incorporate this into your life, I can assure you great things are not very far from where you're at. However, there's one caveat. The caveat is sometimes it happens that we make promises and it's physically not possible to deliver. It shouldn't happen all the time, but if it happens once in a while, you have to step up right away and tell the person that you're accountable to that you can deliver this. Rather than waiting on the last moment, usually this is what people do. They're gonna wait till the very last moment to say, hey, I couldn't do this. They'll say it in a Monday morning meeting. Oh, I couldn't do that project because of, gave 1,000 excuses. As soon as you realize you can't make this happen, right away, shoot a text, send an email, make a phone call, let that person know who you're held accountable to that this can't be done. I can assure you they're gonna appreciate that so much about you. And that's gonna favor you because you're being upfront and honest, and that's gonna go into our next and last principle, which we're gonna discuss next week. So this is it. This is it. Leadership principle number 5, incorporate it into your life. Please, please, please leave your comments, suggestions, your insight. Few of my friends have shared their insight about communication, how communication can be enhanced and better used. Please share your insight about the topic of accountability, what it means to you, how you feel it can be improved within the society, within your house, within your business environment, whatever the case might be. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, because we're going to start something super amazing in just 2 to 3 weeks of time. In 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to start seeing something very spectacular, which is going to be life-changing for you. So until next time, have a great day, enjoy your weekend, and we will see you next week.
I'm in love with the cocoa.